Hi there. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this look. I just did it and I'm going to show you how to do it on these two nails here. So let's get started. What you need to do is you want to make sure you buff your nails to get all the oils off of. I did do most of it already, and if there's some lifting you just clip it and start filing. I got a fine file here, and then you just start filing the artificial nail and by your nail, on your nail and the cuticles. So you just do that. I'm going to do this one. Basically getting off the oils and the just like the gunk that's around the nails. Okay. Okay, now after we're done that, we just want to dust off the nails. Make sure you get all the dust off of your nails. Okay, and clean your station. So what I'm going to prime my nails with is Lino, and this is the fill-in eraser for when you redo your nails. So I'm just going to apply it to my natural nail on the bottom and to my thumb here, like so. Okay, now I'm going to grab the colors. I have white for my tips. Just grab a paper towel. Okay, I have my white, and then I have my liquid. I have my liquid here. I'll also be using this little gadget here just to do the edges. And I got my brush. Any brush you have that you prefer to use. I like using a small brush because I like to control my acrylic, because the larger brushes are very hard to control. So I have my powder, my white powder, and my liquid. I'm just going to clean my brush. I'm just going to wet the tip of the nail. Okay, I'm going to dip my brush on the side, grab the white upside down, and then I'm just going to place it right on the nail here. And then I'm going to wet my brush again, and then I'm going to slide the white up. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more. And then I'm just going to slide. It's okay if the line is not even. That's when we're going to use that little tool that I have. Or you can even your lines with your brush. Okay, now I'm going to grab the size of the little tool here for the size of my nail. Okay, now I'm going to dip it into the liquid, and I'm going to place it on my nail. Basically, you want to make that C mark. So I'm placed on the nail, and then I'm going to push down. Then you want to clean that extra acrylic off of that tool. Okay, and if you can see the nail itself, I didn't do it all, so I'm just going to use this tool and I'm just going to scrape it. I just want to get that acrylic and try to make a straight or a perfect line. And obviously it's not going to be perfect, but you just want to make sure you could get a nice line. Okay, after that I'm going to do my thumbnail. Wet my thumb. Grab my liquid on the side, powder upside down, and then I'm going to place. And then I'm just going to slide it along like so. And then up. Okay, I'm just going to grab a little bit more powder. Clean my brush. Now I'm going to grab the size again for my thumb. So I'm going to go a little larger. I'm going to use this the size here. Dip it in. I'm going to place it on the nail. And then I'm going to pull down. And then I'll clean it. And then you want to just get that extra white off. Okay, now I'm going to grab the mix I made for my pink. I just added a pink acrylic, a light, like it's not as pink as it should be, and then I just used a solid pink acrylic and I added it together in this container. I mixed it, and then I placed it. Then I placed it in this container. I added a little bit of sparkles inside it, and this is the mix I have, and that's for the pink mix. So now I'm just going to clean my brush. I'm going to dip it in. Okay, now I'm going to grab these sparkles. I'm going to only need a little bit. Okay, let's do this again. So I'm going to dip my brush on the side, and I'm going to only need a little bit, and then I'm just going to place it. I'll just do my thumb with this one because there is a bunch, and I'm just going to place it on my nail, slide it along. And this is good acrylic to use too, because with the sparkles, because then you don't see the fill lines, and then you don't see the mistakes that you make with your smile line. Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm going to look at it here, and you don't want to go over that smile line with where you made with the white. I'm going to add a little bit more. And then I'm just going to go up a little bit close to that smile line because I want to make sure I could cover that that gap that I made when I did the Okay, now I'm done with the sparkles. I'm just going to clean my brush a little bit here, and now I'm going to add. Now I'm going to do is place my clear acrylic on top of my nails just to close it in. Okay, so I'm going to clean my brush, and then now I'm going to go on the side, powder, and then I'm going to place, slide, and pull up. Okay, make sure you always clean your brush after you use it. You want to make sure all that acrylic is out of your brush. Okay, I'm going to let these dry, and then I'm going to start sanding. I'll be right back. Okay, so my nails are almost dry. All you need to do is tap it and make sure that it's like a hard sound. I'm going to grab my coarse file, and I'm going to go along my edges here. Just want to make sure that acrylic is not on your skin. So you just want to sand that. Okay, now I'm going to grab my drill. It's a coarse bit, and I'm just going to sand the nail really, like it's on high, so I just want to sand the nail, make sure it's smooth. Like if you can see there was a bump there, I just want to do that bump there, and I'm just going to make my nails smooth. Okay, now I'm going to grab my file, and there's a little hump here. I want to make sure I get that hump gone. So I'm just going to file, not touching, trying not to touch your cuticles because you don't want to hurt your cuticles. And plus this file is older. So I'm just going to sand this nail. Okay, underneath, top, sides. Okay, now I'm going to grab my drill again. I'm going to go along here because it's really thick, and I don't like too thick of a nails. Okay, now I'm going to go to my other finger now. just going to go underneath the nail and then just make sure the nail is even, like so. Now I'm going to get my fine file and I'm just going to make sure that the edges are not sharp. Okay, I'm going to get my medium to fine block and I'm going to use the fine part and I'm just going to sand this nail to make sure it's nice and smooth. I'll be taking pictures. I really appreciate you watching and thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone. Take care.